Doozy Nation, good afternoon to you. Hope everything is well. Shout out to everybody who joined us last night for our Sunday night service. We will be going again live probably Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. If you were viewing, we did preview and premiere the newest trailer from the Bad Boys Club. And of course, Andrew had to make his presence known, but only for a little bit of time, which was interesting, seeing as though there are rumors about him not lasting more than one day. But I do want to point out something. So let's first take a look at his two intros into the trailer, and then we'll come back. All right?
You think you got right? I'm a travel on grade cut and throw you out the
I'm
balcony.
gonna drag your big ass bitch.
Y'all better get, I'm gonna punch in her face. Turn off that camera.
I would never sleep with you. You too nasty. The porn tape, what you did was fine. That's your only gig.
I thought you was.
So we can already gather just based on those two only entrances in the clip that Miss Girly Brown came in thinking she was going to show out, but she got showed up. I don't know what possessed her to think that she could go toe-to-toe with any of them in there, but I think she quickly learned her lesson. Now, the first thing I want to talk about are these gloves. Gucci, in loose quotations, but look at them. Don't they look a little feminine? It's just something about them just doesn't set right with me. So I did some investigation and I found out that these are actually women's gloves. And not only are they just women's gloves, but these are the fake version. Well, you ask, Uncle D, how do you know? I'm glad you asked. I mean, just by looking at them, you can tell. Look at the original picture of the Gucci gloves. The interior is made out of a very soft, very supple butter leather. Whereas Miss Fraudwell's interior looks to be a different color than the gloves of the real stature. And B, if you look a little closely, the material seems to be more of a stretchy cotton wool material versus the leather material that we just saw. Makes you think, doesn't it? And while we're here, it looks as though the gloves that he has on are much shorter than the one that the Dainty Lady has on. Now, it could be, attributed to the fact that Andrew has fat cow hooves for hands, but they just seem to be shorter overall than the real version. Let's look at this Madonna living on a prayer, life is a mystery jacket he got on. All right, just avert your gaze. I don't want you to be blinded by the absolute gaudiness. But while I was putting this film together, I looked and I realized that this is the very same fugly shirt that Mother had on in her live just last night. So I don't know if this was, a subtle nod to, her time on the Bad Boys Club. Was this a way of promoting the show without really promoting the show? Or is it just your closet is very limited in the things that you have and the things that are somewhat presentable to the world? But either way, I need you to get rid of this shirt. It does nothing for you, and that's saying a lot, seeing as though you are basically nothing. Let me catch your breath. I think this is the most specialist discovery of them all. The fact that she went and separated her custom custard curated made bridal set, separated them and put them on the outside of her Slim Jim fingers. How pressed are you to show off this aluminum set of rings that you couldn't set them to the side for just a second? You had to put them on the outside of your glove. The richest, most bougiest Karen out there would not do such a thing, would not commit such a fashion faux pas. And it should have clicked when you couldn't put both ringers, damn, sounding like him, both rings on one finger and you had to separate them. It should have been like, you know what, sis? Maybe this is not the look. Maybe this is not the move. But then, one of them other 666 personality was like, go ahead, girl, stun on them. Show them you got class. Put on your Fucci glove and go on and put on these Fisher Price My First Ring set. Go ahead and sock it to them. Well, sis, let me just tell you from the Council of Creators, we give this a unanimous chop. And I couldn't leave our little gathering without acknowledging just how stupid this penguin looks out in the middle of the Californian desert with this, what can only be described as the gathering of every lint ball, dust bunny, and random hair that the world's population has lost since the beginning of time, stitched together with crazy glue, thread, promises, wishes, hope, and despair, and sold to a fool that can match the utter dread of this coat. And on that, I say good day, doozies.